For step 3 of the FOO, what does it mean to prioritize paying off high-interest debt? Should I not be eating out, or should I aim to contribute 25% of my income to debt payoff? Thank you.
All right. So should you not be? There are some folks out there who would take the position, well, hey, if you're in debt, you should not see the inside of a restaurant unless you work there. Like that's like a common thing that gets thrown out there. When we say, hey, step 3 high interest debt, what we're saying is this is the thing that you need to focus on. And how you focus on that depends a little bit on you. Would we love for you to cut your expenses to the bare bone? Absolutely. Do we want you to shift all of your investing outside of your employer match? Brian, will you hold up the thing real quick? Do we want to shift all of your investing outside of the employer match to that high interest debt? Absolutely. And
Ooh, for life.
I'm just going to let him keep going.
ASMR.
And the reason is we know that compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world, that it can be so valuable as it works for you and helps you build towards financial independence. But if you allow it to work against you, it can dig a hole that gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. So when you are in step 3, we do want you throwing the kitchen sink at it. So if that means, all right, hey, I'm not going to do my Roth, I'm going to do that. Hey, I'm not going to put extra in my 401k, I'm going to do that. Hey, I'm not even going to worry about building up my emergency fund. I'm going to attack the high interest debt. That's what we mean when we say attack it in step 3.
I like to think, look, I'll say Coach Ramsay. Coach Ramsay would be a great college football coach because in college football is like the last stop traditionally where you can basically get in the face of the players, chew on them, and pull them by the helmet and say, "Get in there and give me the best version of yourself." And that's what Coach Ramsay does. Is he basically says you can't do that, teetotal, nothing else. I like to think we're good NFL coaches because we recognize, look. We're not dealing with the baby steps. This is the financial order of operations. You're out here on your own. I'm still going to probably judge you pretty hard if I find out that you're out there squandering and living the best life, going out on the weekends and eating out all the time when you're running up high interest debt. Because if you've got 20+% credit card debt, you'll never, ever, ever build wealth. But it just means that at some point, if I'm not getting on to you, I've given up on you.
That is a true coach tactic.
That is a coach tactic. So I want you to don't mishear us. We are nicer about this, but that doesn't mean Dave's wrong. Is that if you have credit card debt, you probably should really hyper focus on your life because you're missing out. The most valuable thing you're missing out on is the time component, because every month that you're using that bridge to nowhere of debt is months that you could have gotten out of that debt and then started funding a Roth IRA, funding your employer plan with that, with all the things that are going on with tax savings and so forth. That's the reality situation. I'll treat you like an NFL coach, is that meaning I'm going to try to treat you like you're a grown person. You can make good decisions. But as soon as I realize you're a lost cause, we cut you. And that's what be careful, taking our niceness to assume that you can work around the edges and do foo-ish when we know that is so foolish.